What if I told you that the reason that your body is holding on to weight is not at all what you think? There's something happening energetically, spiritually, or subconsciously that is causing your body to hold on to weight. Because if it was only about what you were eating, then everybody who ate whatever fast food, processed food, fattening food would be carrying extra weight. And that's just not the case. There are people that eat whatever they want and are stick skinny. There are people that follow very strict diets that carry extra weight. So there's something else going on. Your body is sending you messages all the time, and you just have to start to understand the language that the body speaks. So, what is happening when your body is holding on to extra weight? More often than not, there is some sort of padding, protection that the body is offering you that you subconsciously, more than likely, feel that you need. It could be like protecting you from a person, whether that's like someone that could possibly be abusive in your life, verbally, emotionally, physically. It doesn't always have to be so like black or white, right? Just because you might not be like being beat up doesn't mean that you're not emotionally being beat up. So you could feel that you need protection from someone in your life. You could also, a lot of times, weight gain is tied to some sort, especially for women, like some sort of sexual trauma where it becomes unsafe to feel or look a certain way. Um, right? Because then the mind has kind of bought into this idea like, if I look sexy, that's dangerous for me. Or if it, when maybe if you're holding on to extra weight, it prevents you from, say, dressing a certain way because when you did dress that way, like this is what happened to you. So there's this unconscious kind of need to not feel attractive. Um, and holding on to this extra weight, this padding, it could be, and it doesn't have to be something that's happening right now, right? It could be something that happened when you were a child. Say you were bullied by someone in school and you've felt that need to kind of keep people at a distance. So you've padded yourself to keep people at bay. And padding physically also can create emotional padding, right? So it might not be that you're physically trying to keep people away, but you're emotionally trying to keep people away. So there's all this kind of feeling of a need of protection around why your body is holding on to extra weight. And it's really about understanding it, and then again, making the different decisions that will start to change your experience. Maybe you can't jump from feeling, that, I mean, if obviously, like, if you went through trauma, you might not feel safe even in your own body. So it's just about starting to ask different questions. Maybe there's something you can do. Maybe you need to remove yourself from a person or a situation and then start to change the way your outside feels. The outside reflects the inside reflects the outside, right? It's this back and forth. So what can you do for yourself to start to honor the need for safety or boundaries, right? That can also be something that the body is trying to keep up. Like it's like a physical barrier. So is there somewhere in your life that you are needing to set a boundary, but you are not able to kind of follow through with it? Um, yeah, that's what's coming to mind about weight gain, this need for protection, protecting oneself, the boundaries that need to be in place that might not be. And really just start to ask yourself, yes, food, obviously, environment, physical activity, like all of these things play into a healthy lifestyle. But I mean, I have seen many people. There was actually one woman, um, yeah, past life energy can be affecting the way that your body holds weight now. So one time I had a woman come in for a qhht session, and she was struggling with weight. And what came up in all of her, so when we did the past life portion, she was shown life after life after life where she was starved in one form or another. I think the first life she might have seen was like a young child being sent to bed without dinner. Then I think she saw another life of, I can't, some kind of native type of person in like a cold environment. I'll call it an Eskimo, for lack of a better term, like that there was no fish, or they couldn't fish, or something happened and she was starving. Then there was a scene of a farmer and the ground kind of like the soil dying, and so they couldn't grow crops, and so they needed to leave their home. So there were all these different layers of past life starvation where her body was holding on to weight because it was still stuck in that energy of not knowing when the next meal was coming. And so even when we asked for healing for that, like there was a lot of back and forth with her and her higher self, and like this kind of need for control. And it was very intense, but that is the kind of thing that can affect you without you even knowing. So, um, that's why past life regression can be so powerful to work through these things that your cells are carrying in the energy, but you're not consciously aware of. So, whether it's boundary setting, protection, or even past life starvation, your body can be holding on to weight for reasons that you weren't necessarily paying attention to or aware of. So, I encourage you to start to tune into your body. Let me know in the comments if any of this resonated with you, and be sure to subscribe for more messages from the body.